Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bubba's EDC. I hope the volume is okay on here. Don't know if my phone's been acting up or I'm now hanging it in front of the vent on one of them clips, one of them magnetic mounts that clips to the vent. So I don't know if I have the air on low, on the lowest setting, but I don't know if the air is messing with the volume or not. So I hope you can hear me. Hope you're all doing well today. Happy Thursday to you. Thankful Thursday. You know, that's an open tag Singing Toad up in Canada had created for the knife community. But it doesn't apply to just the knife community. And it doesn't apply to just Thursday. We should be thankful every day. I'm very tired. I'd love to be in bed asleep, you know, paid day off or something. But I'm thankful God woke me up this morning. In His grace and mercy, He chose to give me another day. So now I have a choice to make. Brother Isaac preached at our church last night on choices. And I have a choice to make today. Today can be a good day or it can be a bad day. It's all about how I choose to make this day, you know. In many ways, we are creators. We are creators of the environment around us. We can speak positivity or we can speak negativity. And I've been pretty negative here at work here lately just because we're so overworked and understaffed. That's putting it mildly. But I've been pretty negative. So I'm going to be positive today. It's going to be a good day. Going to have no drama. We're going to have just a nice, steady day. Easy peasy. Yeah. But besides being thankful for being woke up this morning, since I started my ADHD ramble right there, man, I've got a lot to be thankful for. I really do. You know, obviously, my wife and my kids don't even have words to say, you know, how thankful I am for them. You know, I really didn't even know where I was going with this when I started. Sometimes I will try to plan stuff, and sometimes I'm just off the cuff. And so I'm going to go off the cuff. This just came to my mind. So yesterday, my wife had to take my oldest son to the podiatrist for a follow-up on his foot, his toe, two big toes, the surgeries he had on those. I say surgery. He had dropped a folding table on them a couple months back, and it kind of crushed both toenails out, and they got ingrown and infected. He didn't tell us. Not like we're bad parents, but he didn't tell us. So he knows this is a lesson learned. We could have had this took care of, you know, before it got bad. The doctor actually called his toes monster toes, which is kind of funny. But anyways, so he had a gift card from for his birthday that Waffle House had sent him. He had sent out cards, not his birthday, graduation, sorry. He had sent out to a bunch of companies to see if he could get free stuff, you know, for graduating, because some companies will do that, and he got a few things. So he wanted to go to Waffle House, so my wife's like, yeah, we'll go. So just them two, they went and did his appointment, then they went and did Waffle House. And our family, we love Waffle House. I know it's not the Ritz, it's not Ruth Chris Steakhouse, you know. Waffle House, just good Southern cooking, period. So Zach's my oldest. He was at Blade Show with me. He'll turn 18 next month. Just graduated. I'm so proud of this young man. Such a good boy. He is polite. He's respectful, and it came out yesterday. Nothing new for me and his mom, my wife. This is just how he is. Thank God we raised him right, and he followed, you know. Well, so he was ordering his food, and it was an older black lady was the server, And one of them, hey boo, that's what she called my wife, hey boo. Down here I get called baby a lot, or honey. I call old women honey all the time, or hun, not honey, hun. I'm like, all right, thank you, hun, appreciate it. I started doing that when I was in the pawn shops, some years back, and it's just kind of stuck. I call older women hun, and they seem to like it. It endears me to them or whatever. So Zach ordered what he ordered, and she's like, "Oh, so you want this? Please, yes, please. This, yes, please." And so then she's like, "Okay, let me go. I'll go put your order in or whatever." And Zach, just the way he is, he doesn't say thank you. He goes, "Thank you." That's just how he is. He always does it like that. Thank you. And so he said it as she walked away, and his back was to the server, so he didn't see it. But my wife told us last night. She's like, the server stopped and like turned and gave that look, look at this cute little man, kind of a deal. And I guess she had commented about him being so polite. I'm thankful that my kids are polite. Zach definitely has a servant's heart. He'll do anything we ask. If somebody asks him for help, something to do something, he'll do it. When he was still in school and doing the stage productions and stuff, he'd be wore out, exhausted, and it'd be a day where he didn't have to go work, or he didn't need to go do this or that, and he would go. He goes, "Well, they could use my help, or they might need help with this, or this or this," and the instructor, she's dealing with cancer. I'll be straight up. I told him to lay out. I'm like, dude, you don't have to be there. You've given way more of yourself and your time than anyone would have ever asked of you. I was like, you're good. Now, I do the same stuff as him, but when it comes to my wife and kids, I try to tell them to stop, to not be like me, because you can get burnt out. If you saw Brother Dwayne's video the other day, he talked about, being burnt out, being weary. The Bible says weary in well-doing. And it's easy to get that way, but we don't need to get that way. We just need to keep pressing on and doing good for others. I'm all over the place this morning on this thing. Anyways, I just want to say how thankful I am. I'm thankful for all my kids. I'm talking about Zach specifically this morning. Now, if my daughter sees this, hey, I love you, honey. She always says, well, he's the favorite. I don't have favorites, at least we're not supposed to, right? But Zach and I just have a lot in common. He likes sports. He likes some of the same type of movies I do. He loves the 70s, 80s, 90s, contemporary Christian music like I do, like Petra, John Elefante, Dino Elefante, their group they had called Mastodon, not to be confused with the heavy metal group Mastodon, spelled differently. We just have a lot of things in common. He does like knives, not like I do, but he likes guns, not like I do. So, we just have those more in common than my daughter and I. So it's not that he's my favorite, but we just have more in common. So I'm just very thankful for Zach. I know the youngest son, Caleb, is subscribed to my channel, and he watches. They all three might be subscribed. I think Caleb's the only one who watches semi-regularly. But thankful for all of my kids, the young people, the adults they're becoming. I'm very, very blessed. My wife and I, we are very, very blessed. Excuse me. this will be the first time y'all have seen my work shirt. I've done my best to hide the company I work for. Nothing against them. I just don't want no negativity or nothing, or nobody saying, oh, he don't represent the company good, this and this. But I wanted to do a video this morning, and I was wearing a company shirt this morning. A lot of days I'll try to wear blank shirts, which we're not really supposed to. We're supposed to wear branded shirts. But I digress. So hope y'all have a blessed day today. I'm driving, so I can't really show you what I'm toting right this second. But I have a LB7 on me in a Schrade Oldtimer nylon sheath. It's actually the sheath that came with my 6OT, but it fits perfectly. So I have an LB7 and Crime and Nitley. What else do I have? Oh, I have a Ulster Boy Scouts camp knife that was a gift from Nate over at Green's Blade Revival. Very cool little knife. I'm toting it in a Knife Crazy slip. And then I've got a little pocket knife that I haven't toted in probably 6, 8, 10 years. I don't know. I've had it for I don't know how long. I've had this knife as long as, I don't know. Don't know when they were released, but I know I've had this knife a long time. I don't even know what it's called. I might be able to access that one. I was trying to adjust the pocket clip on it last night because I never have, and one of the little torque screws is stripped out, so I'm gonna have to see how to get that little bad boy out of there. That's gonna be a pain in the buttocks right there. But get around this here corner. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this. That's a Schrade. A little modern. Don't know. I don't remember. I don't have a clue how old it is. It's from Chinika. Model SQ421. So y'all feel free to look that up if you want to. But kind of a cool little shape. Something different. I've never seen anybody show one of these on a video. So be a little different today. I like that. So 2 Schrades on me today, and then an Ulster. If I would have had a Schrade camp knife, I would have went all Schrade today. Don't even know if Schrade makes a camp knife. Something I got to look at, I guess. Anyways, I'm pulling up to the job, so let me go in here, and I'm 7 minutes early. Woo! Go in here and see what the day is gonna entail. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. As Ron White would say if his dog Sluggo was talking to him, gonna be a good day, Tater. So y'all have a blessed one today. Well, I guess I can show you the LB7 now that we're here. Get out of that sheath. Sometimes them those want to grab. Ooh, gotta grab it just right. Y'all, the LB7's a hoss. Like, it's a little bit longer than the 110. I think it's heavier. I think it just feels more solid than the 110. I don't know. But I'm not going to try to get in the other pocket to get the camp knife, but that's what I got today in addition to my regular lighter, pocket cross, all that stuff. I did have a company reach out to me about doing sending me a piece of gear to test and give my reviews on. And Brother Dave, appreciate you for hooking me up with them. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll be telling y'all more about that. And they have a sale going too. I'm not getting anything off of this, but they told me about a sale that's going on, a pretty good sale. So I'll be getting that info and posting that at some point today or tomorrow maybe. But y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay good. Remember to do something kind for someone else. It goes a mighty long way. Till next time. I'm Bubba.